Hey everyone, my name is Lily and I'm the book blogger behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm going to bring you a different video for the Trans Rights Readathon, which is recent or upcoming releases. I could seriously make like 10 of these videos. I'm anticipating so many books, but I tried to keep these videos for the Trans Rights Readathon relatively short, and also this one features a lot of different genres and a lot of different variety. So if I definitely get enough, I will definitely continue doing these videos in the future, but I'm trying to make sure that I can give content that is useful, but also not content that goes on forever, because I really want people to see it and like listen to it. So anyway, these are some recent releases that have either come out recently or are coming out this year. Some may be coming out way farther in this year, so I'm very sorry. I also know that sometimes these videos or this type of content can A, be super exciting, but also B, be like, oh my god, I have to wait so long for these books. And I'm with you, and we will just all wait together. But the first one is Always the Almost. It is already out, and it is this really fun YA contemporary about a trans pianist. I dabbled a little bit in like high school competition violin playing. So for me, this was super nostalgic, but Always the Almost is one of those books where the main character just sweeps you away. I've already read it, by the way, so it's like a mini review too. But it is just such a fabulous book. So definitely recommend Always the Almost. Also, Skating on Mars, which is a middle grade book that is coming out soon. I actually did a panel with the author for Skating on Mars, Caroline Huntoon, and so I will link that below. But Skating on Mars is such a beautiful, touching book about competition skating, but also about coming to terms with your identity and like exploring that in the way of future and specifically competition skating, because I think that a lot of competitive sports, it's founded on this binary system. And so for people who don't fit into that binary system, it's really difficult. And then this middle grade is just so touching and heartwarming. Like I read Skating on Mars and Jude Saves the World, both of these basically back to back, and they were just a giant like heartwarming emotional read. I loved them so much. They both talk really well about being in conversation about individuals making a difference and making a change even in just their own sphere, and how much of an impact that can make. So also definitely would recommend Jude Saves the World as well, because I've talked about it a bunch. The next one is The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, which is the upcoming release from Andrew Joseph White. And Andrew Joseph White wrote Hell Followed With Us, so you know that I was going to read basically anything that Andrew Joseph White will write, period. So The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, though, comes out in September. That's what I was talking about. I'm a long wait for some of these, but it comes out in September, and it is basically about the veil between the living and the dead being thinned, and like these spirits that come between that, and then you have a medium who is communing with the spirits, and like I'm so excited. It's also set in 1883, so another historical fiction wreck, like YA historical fiction fantasy. So excited for it. I had to say it, even though September is a very long way away. Also, I just want to mention that except for the ones that I've just talked about, so basically Jude Saves the World, Skating on Mars, and Always the Almost, I haven't read the rest of them. So this is very much a like, let's just scream about how much we're excited for these books together kind of mood. The next one is The Wicked Bargain by Gabe Cole Novoa, and this is about a Latinx pirate fantasy starring a trans masculine non-binary teen. So I'm so excited for this one because I love pirates. I felt like 2022 is when I read a lot of pirate books, but it was some, full of some hits and misses. So I'm super excited for The Wicked Bargain. It is already out as well. So this is one of those recent releases. I definitely am going to be trying to get a hold of this book, even if I don't read it during this week, because I probably won't. My TBR video, which you've already seen, had a lot in it. It's definitely something that I want to read in the coming months. The next one is Chef's Choice by TJ Alexander. This is a fake dating arrangement in a queer rom-com, and this is also by the author of Chef's Kiss. I'm not exactly sure, because I don't remember the first one. I'm not exactly sure if you have to read the first one to read this one, but basically it is, I love fake dating. I love the fact that this is a contemporary romance, and also I love the idea, like the name Chef's Choice. I'm trying to quickly read the synopsis. Oh, okay. So one of the main characters is heir to a culinary empire. I was like, there has to be something chefy related to this book. So that's the chef connection. Really quickly, though. Oh, this, by the way, comes out in May. I'm not sure if you have to read the first one to read Chef's Choice. Please, if someone has read Chef's Kiss and has read the synopsis for Chef's Choice, please tell me if you have to. But yeah, I just had to mention that because I really love anything cooking related. I'm not a great cook. I'm more of a baker, probably. But I do like imagining that I could be a great cook. The next one is If I Can Give You That by Michael Gray Bulla. I basically, first of all, this was published in February, so this is another recent release. I'm sorry that none of this is like chronological. It just, if I was more prepared, I would be. I'm sorry. But why I definitely instantly added it to my TBR is that in this sentence it says, for fans of Case and Calendar and Mason Deaver. I love those books so much. If you've seen my backlist recs, you will know my love for Case and Calendar and Mason Deaver. So I knew that I had to read this basically. It is a YA coming of age debut, and according to Goodreads, it takes a poignant look at gender identity, sexuality, friendship, and family. I'm excited for this so much. This is another one, kind of like This Wicked Bargain, where it's like I immediately, right now, after I film this video, I'm going to go find these books. But anyway, I knew I wanted to mention it because this is basically just a way for me to remind myself that I should buy some books. And the final one I wanted to mention is Heart Haunt Havoc. I also, first of all, it has already released. It released in February. And I want to say that I saw a video or post saying that it's available on Kindle Unlimited. So that actually might be available to read and also for free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, which I do, so I probably should read it. It said, laced with romance, gothic imagery, Catholic mysticism, diaspora, and horror. Also, the cover, as you can see, is just super, super eye-catching. Like, there are these dinosaurs, there's a haunted house looking, and then they're main characters. It was one of those books where I was looking at like Goodreads lists and stuff to try to figure out the books that I wanted to mention for this, and I immediately saw that cover and kept thinking about it because it was just so eye-catching. So definitely recommend it as well. Also, according to Goodreads, it's less than 200 pages. So if you've been trying to find more shorter books to read to up your reading count for this readathon, then I think you should maybe check out this one. I definitely will be. So anyway, that is the end of this list. I know that this list isn't super, super long, but I wanted to give you a list of things that were like actively on my mind and actively on my TBR/shopping cart. So I hope that you have a really great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my future Trans Rights Readathon content. Okay,